Hey everyone, so the purpose of this video is to show you a different way to do E and F that you actually might like better than the previous video. A lot of students prefer this method and I should have included it in the last video, but honestly I just forgot. So listen now. All right, so in the previous video we went over, okay, so this value, for example, E, we took this value and we replaced it into the equation that we did together, right? So we took 3 and we replaced it in here, and then we found the answer to be 6 over 289. Now, that is can be tough because I know in class you guys expressed that it was difficult to simplify the equation, right? So in the new way that I'm about to show you, you don't even have to make a new equation. You can just straight up evaluate without having to worry about simplifying anything. So here's how it goes. You want to do the inside first, right? So like think of order of operations, parentheses first. So what we're going to do is we're going to find g of 3. In order to do that, we're going to use our g function, which is 4x plus 5, right? And inside of x, we're going to replace our value of 3. And that would give us 12 plus 5, which is 17. All right? Now, if you see here, we found what g of 3 is. It's 17. So now what we have to do, I'm going to circle it in yellow for you, is now we have to find f of 17. Because g of 3 has now become 17, right? And so now we would find that by taking that and putting it in f. So f says 6x to the negative 2. So we would replace the 17 in there. 17. This would result in 6 over 17 squared, which is still 6 over 289. Okay? So see, we didn't have to create an equation. We didn't have to create, we didn't have to do the composition. We just plugged in basically twice, if you think about it. If you want to try F and doing it the new way I just showed, go ahead and try it, pause the video, and come back. Okay, so now let's do it. G of negative 2. So the first thing I do is the inside always. So g of negative 2. So g of negative 2 would be 4 parentheses negative 2 plus 5, right? And that would be negative 8 plus 5, which is negative 3. So now we found g of negative 2 to be negative 3. So this has become negative 3. So now we find g of negative 3, which is 4 times negative 3 plus 5, which is negative 12 plus 5, which is negative 7, which is what we got already. Okay? So now, when you look at the next slide, and this is what you have to do for the rest of the period, like for example with the first one here, right? So option 1 is what I just explained. So you would find the inside first, the f of positive 5, by taking that value and replacing it in the f function for x. And then whatever that answer is, you would then take that and put it in for g. All right? The second way of doing it would be the way I discussed in the first video. So you would first have to find g of f of x. You would have to find what that simplified, what the simplified version of that would be. And then after you do that, then take the 5 and plug it in for that x. Okay, so those are your options, whatever you feel is easier. And that's about it.